So, I've decided to take on a little bit of a different challenge today. And what we're going to try and do is create an Adobe style home using only the base game and the new Desert Luxe kit pack. Now, if you are unsure on what an Adobe style home or architecture is, I'll pop up a couple of examples of the kind of house that we're going to try and sort of get across today in The Sims. That's what we're going to do. I'll also leave a link down below to the Adobe architecture Wikipedia if you want to further your knowledge on this style of architecture. That's what we're going to do today. I'm kind of looking forward to it. Probably going to be a little bit limited with only base game and Desert Luxe, but we're going to give it our best bloody shot. And I thought, why not build it in the world of Oasis Springs as well? So without further ado, let's flop on over and make a start. So here we are, my darlings, in the world of Oasis Springs once again, right next to one of the last challenge videos that we did, which was the 10k starter home. Now, I do have another challenge video coming tomorrow with another starter home, so be on the lookout for that one too. So this is where we're going to build. This is where we're going to build. I just thought this would have been a really cool, nice lot. I'm not going to have any kind of limits with money or anything, but as I said, it's only going to be base game and the Desert Luxe pack. So that's what we're going to make a start on. So, and if you see me kind of like looking over, I'm just looking at some references and sort of getting a feel down for Adobe style homes. It's not going to be majorly easy to kind of recreate this in The Sims because Adobe style homes have a lot of curved walls and stuff. I know we do have them in the game, but we're very limited with them. I might put a few curved walls here and there, but I think what I'm going to do is just trying to go for it in style. Maybe semi-modern as well. I kind of want this house to be a bit more modern. So that's what we're going to do. So without further ado, let's make a start. Okay, my loves, here we go. So I'm going to make a start on the kind of main entrance. I kind of want an overhang with the main entrance. So I kind of want the main entrance to kind of be shadowed under a canopy, just so it keeps the house as cool as we possibly can. So I'm going to start by flip-flopping this in. Now, as I said, base game and Desert Luxe only, so we might be semi-limited, especially with spandrels. Oh, yes, we will be limited with spandrels. I wonder if I could use you here. I mean, this one here kind of got that. Oh, then it gives it that horrible spandrel effect if I use that as well, though. Can I get rid of this? No, I don't want you. Well, sadly, those things are going to have to stay. And I've also chosen these columns instead. I think I prefer the look of them for the kind of vision I've got going in my head. I think we're going to keep this all on one level. I don't think I'm going to go up any levels at all. But I'm just going to make it look a little bit more interesting with the kind of shapes and heights that I'll maybe use some of the half walls in. That's what we're going to do. Yes, we are. Hello, I hope you've had a lovely Thursday, my loves. I really do. Really, really do. Really do. This is pre-recorded, so this is a Monday as I'm saying this. But I wish you a lovely Thursday all the same. I really do. Now, this bit here, I think I'm having a look at a little reference. I think what I'm going to do is have a little bit of outside moment here as well. So maybe like an outside dining space here. And I might even just like do some outcuts like that. I think I'm going to go for a full outcut there. Like so. And I think maybe here I'll do a full there as well. And we'll do the same on the back here. So you got the kind of view of the back garden and the front garden maybe. I think I'm going to raise this up on a foundation as well. So be on the lookout for that. Now, what I need is a decent enough floor plan. So I think I'm going to go and do that off of camera. Get a good floor plan coming through here. And I'll be right back. Okay, so slight little floor plan we've got going on here. I will get the grid off so I can kind of show you around. So this is going to be the kind of main entrance, kind of like canopy area. I think a nice big entrance would be nice. And I might even put some seating out here as well. They have got the option to come and sit out here. Anyway, through here, this is going to be the main kind of like passageway into the house, to be honest. Access to the bedrooms, which are these two here. I'm going to make this a 2-bedroom house, is by the means of a central kind of courtyard area that I just think would be really nice and pretty to kind of maybe look a little bit more lush. Not too green, but just a little bit more lush. Yes, Jess. This is going to be the only bathroom of the house. 1 bathroom to 2 bedrooms. We've got a main living area here, which we're going to get access in by means of this main corridor that kind of connects it through. And then we've got the kitchen area here, which I'm also going to do I might do a dining space out here, but I'm thinking this is going to be the dining space here. I may do some kind of like barbecue moment out the back instead. But this is going to be the kind of main kind of dining space for the house. Don't know why that took so long to get out then, but it did. It really did. Right, we're moving on. We're going to make this look a little bit more interesting now. So each room, I'm going to differ the height of it. I'm going to bring you to here. Let me just see how high you will be. Yes. I mean, this looks nothing like the reference image that I have got, but it's just giving me vibes, you know? And I'm for vibes. And so are you. I know you lot are. You love a vibe. You really do. And I'm glad about that. Because I love a vibe too. And that, my loves, is what brings us together in this community. Yes, it is. So I'm going to flop these all around. And I'm just going to use the same height, I think, for the bedrooms themselves. We'll do that to there. Now, this is where I want to play around with the height. I think what I want to do is maybe make... Are you taller? You are. Oh, I probably have to make you taller then. I think I'm going to make the main corridor a little bit taller than the rest of them. Let me just see from the front. Oh, I could go up a little bit more than that, actually. Let me just see if I can just go up a little smidgen more. Oh, yes, I can. Do you see what I mean? Just by doing these like little different heights, it just makes the build a little bit more interesting, and I'm for that. Oh no, I do like that. I like that height is a little bit less than this height over here. That's a really attractive shape actually to my eyes, and I'm kind of for it. I really am. But what I'm going to do, is that the right height there, my love? Oh, it is. I'm going to bring this around and match in that height here too, and I think that will match in with the height of the bedrooms as well. Oh, it does. Yes, I'm for that. And I'm going to keep quite a deep kind of like incline here as well. I don't think I'm going to raise the platform up as such. So I'm happy with that. I'm happy with how that shape has come out. I think what I need to do now is obviously get some windows and doors and some wallpapers in. Got all of the wallpapers that I'm happy with and the windows, and I've also lifted it up slightly on a foundation. So I've gone for these base game kind of arched ones just to pay respect to the fact that I did try to use a curved wall around here and it just looked awful and it wasn't working properly and none of the windows would fit on it, so I'm not going to use it. No, I'm not. Into the kitchen, I've used those bifold doors. I just think that looks really nice there. And coming into sort of entrance area, I've used the same slider doors here. We've got access out from that side as well. And I've used some of these arches as well in here. I just thought they looked really lovely in this actual build, so that's what I'm going to do. That is what I'm going to do. I'm happy with how it looks. Use some of those doors there to the bedrooms. Again, from the courtyard. I think what I'm going to do is do some stairs here, and we're going to make this into a little bit more of a garden around this part, I think. Moving on. I'm going to start boxing in the front area now using this base game fence. That might look good, actually. Yeah, I think that's just going to give us something, at least, in the front. Working with curves in The Sims, even with those new walls, it's awful. And it always has been. And will it always will be? I'm going to say yes. Yes to that. Yeah, a little moment like that in the front would really work. Right, I'm going to get rid of you, bring you, and then bring this into the front as well. And flop you to about there. So you're kind of equal on both sides. Bring that in. And then flop that here as well. And again, I'll hide that multitude of sins with a bush. A bloody bush. Now, I can't really get rid of this because it will just get rid of me curve. So I'm just going to have to try and think about what we can do here. So what I ended up doing was using the same base game tile out from the courtyard. And I've put that just in behind them. And I've also just done a line here just so it drags our eye towards the build. So I'm kind of happy with how that front area shape is. I think what we need to do now is go back here and just figure out a garden shape. So what I decided on doing was putting a pool down in this area. I think the pool would really work well here. Don't know if I'm going to put it behind a fence. I may do. Let me see. Yes, we are. So what I've done is used this base game one. And this one's a bit taller and a bit more substantial, which got me thinking, why don't we use that around the front as well? So I've been and gone and done that. I swapped them over and I just think that adds something then. It just adds something a little bit more substantial to this build, and I'm for it. So what we need now is lots of vegetation. So I'm going to go and grab in a variety of stuff just to landscape this a little bit better. Some pieces as well here to hide this moment that's going on, because I'm not for that. And I'll be right back. Okay, I've pulled out a variety of beautiful things. This tree is going to work so well with this build. Didn't think this was base game, but it is. It's base game. So we are sitting in with base game moments, darlings. Now, I thought maybe using these. I did like the look of them. Again, it just pays respect to that kind of curvature that we're trying to achieve out the front here without using curved walls, because they're awful. One day, hopefully, they'll be better, but for now, they are tragic and I refuse to use them. And this bit here, it fit in very well on this part here, along with all of these bits and pieces that I've pulled out. Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. And you can see I hid those awful gaps with those bushes there. I just thought that worked really well. Oh, I like that. I do. Yes. Now we need to do the same thing back here as well. So I want to bring a couple onto this area here by the pool. Nothing too dramatic. I haven't chose the pool tiles or anything yet. We'll do all of that in good time, my friends. Oh, she looks fabulous. Yes, I'm for that. Very much for that. And we don't really need to do too much terrain painting, but we're going to do it together anyway. So, oh yes, let me smooth that over to that side like that. Oh, gorgeous. And all the way down to here as well. And we'll flop you in front there as well. And all the way around. And there we go. I've done that all the way around the build. Just bring something in. I do enjoy it. I'm really, really liking how this is looking. But obviously we still need to get some more details and what on. And I think what would be a good area to start on is maybe this front porch area and out here as well. So let me pull out some gorgeous bits. Pulled out some gorgeous, gorgeous bits here. So we're going to start flopping it around together, darlings. I'm going to put a couple of these up in the front. I'm going to put a couple of these up in the front. Now, I thought these lights here just looked lovely with the build, so I'm going to use them. I probably might even use some of them on the interior as well, but we'll do that when we get to it. We're concentrating on this at the minute. I'm going to flop up this bench here. I did try it in the reddy tone. Yeah, do you know what? We're going to go for the reddy earth one. We're going to stick in with our aesthetic, what we're going for today. And I'm going to put a nice bench at the front of the build here. And I was thinking this plant here would look great with it. So I'm going to try and flop this one next to it nicely. It might have to go a little bit further forward, but no, not all is lost, my loves. I mean, that looks okay. And I pulled out a fountain. I didn't know what side to put the fountain on. I'm thinking maybe more there, because you might be able to get snippets of that on from the living area. And I just think that would look really nice, having some water running through there. Didn't really think about putting anything down here, but now that I haven't, it makes me want to. So I think, just to finish it off, I've used a couple of these base game planters. But what I also came across was those arches. And I've put them around the windows. And I just like the way that that looks. I think that really, really adds something to those windows. Makes them a little bit more interesting. So that's what I've done. I've flopped them on there. Yes, I have indeed. Now, if I remember rightly, we do have some kind of aircon unit in base game. We do. So I'm going to flop a couple of these up on this roof. So we're going to make a start on the backyard area. Once again, let me pull some bits out. I've pulled out a few bits. I've also pulled out this fireplace here, which is from the Desert Luxe pack. And what I've done as well is I've popped it in the living room area. Now it does poke through the ceiling slightly, but what I've done just above that is just put on 2 base game chimney pots on top of it, just so it kind of makes sense, you know? So I'm happy about that. But we're going to use the same one down here as well. We'll make a start on this area. I thought this could be a bit more of an entertaining space. We're going to put a barbecue, picnic table, and some sun loungers and things down here. And then this can be a bit more easy for the kitchen. So the kitchen, they can come in and pick their herbs and then go back and cook them because they've got a dining space here. You know, it just didn't make sense to me having like a dining space there and also like here. So we're going to utilize this courtyard area as a bit more of a greenery, herby growing, you know, moment. Oh, I'm kind of feeling that. I'm vibing with it. And I think what I'm going to do is put the ladder over this side, right smack bang in the middle this way. So They've got a lot more room here to play with, and then they've got this to kind of walk down and get in the pool area with. Vibing with that, darlings. Absolutely vibing. So let's get this set out here first before I go ahead and get out any more decoration bits that I feel necessary, including, you probably noticed, I put these little awnings over the top of the bedroom doors. I just thought they worked. So I changed where the doors were. The doors were just they were too close together for what I wanted to do. You can see I've pulled out this awning from the Desert Luxe pack. I just think that looks great above this door. I am going to rise it up slightly though, I think. There we go. Oh, you need to come in one there, my love. And that kind of adds a bit of shade into the kitchen, and also this door here, which I'm kind of happy with. And what I think I need to do is get some lighting back here as well. Now I'm going to use those same kind of like lights we used on the front area. And I think what we're going to do is flop one to there. And then I'm probably just going to do smack bang in the middle of these doors. Yes, I think that would work. Let me just see what the light will get. Oh, look at that lighting there. Oh, stunning. Yes, that kind of works for me, but I think every light needs to be a little bit warmer for this household. Oh, all lights, please. There we go. Just a little bit more warmer. Oh, I'm into it. Yes, indeed. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I'm happy with everything, how it's laid out. But as I said, I think we need to get out some greenery out here and some other bits and bobs. So let me go on a hunt for a few bits and I'll be right back. So I've thrown some decorations in, and I also forgot about the new barbecue from the pack. So I've put that in as well. I just think that looks very nice there. It's got a fridge. It's got everything you would need. So I've put in some plants everywhere, some candles. I used the side table from the pack as well. I also put in some more of those base game plants there. I've put some lights all around the pool as well, so at night it kind of lights up quite wonderfully. I've also chucked in a few more details with one of the orange trees here, and I've also put everything you would need to plant in some basil, some parsley. I've also pulled out these here, and you see these a lot in Adobe style homes. I've put some out the front as well on this area here, and we can just pretend that those are the kind of the wood support beams that go all the way through. I'm absolutely for it. I'm happy with how the outside looks. So we're going to move on to the interiors. And I think where we're going to start is probably in the dining space, the inside-outside dining space here. So let's pull out some tables and chairs. So I've pulled out the light from the Desert Pack. I really like it. We're going to use this base game table and chair. Now, this is all looking very brown. And I don't mind that. We're using very much natural earth tones in this house for sure, but I still want to get a pop of colour. And I'm going to do that by means of rugs, maybe curtains here and there, but also plants. I want to pull a lot of plants out just so it doesn't blend in too much. So finding a pop of colour with a rug. Let's see how we do. Ooh, I like the blue. I like popping a bit of blue in here with it. I just think it really matches in well. But what I did think was here would be perfect to have a bar, and that's how we're going to do it. I've put the bar in this corner area here. I just think it fits in well there, again leaving enough space. And I put the dining room table at the end of this instead because this has got a bit more of a view out. We can see Doris's car there. She's probably not gone to work just yet. But what I did want to add in here was maybe a mirror. I just think a mirror would look lovely in here with lots of greenery around. Yeah, that's cute. I do like that. Does this come in a blue, like a blue? Oh, I do hate it. We'll leave it that way. We'll leave it there. I also bought in a ceiling fan as well from the Desert Luxe pack. I think that's going to work quite well. Oh, I'm for it. Okay, well, we're moving on. We're going to make a start on the kitchen. So, I don't know what kitchen to go for. I don't know whether to go slightly more industrial or keep it a bit more rustic. I think we're going to go down the rustic route, to be honest. Again, limited on lots of things, base game only. So hopefully we can get a fridge that won't look too fugly in this room. I think we might struggle. Oh, I could bring a bit of blue in here with a fridge. I might do that. I might actually do that. I'm going to flop you to there. You know what? Not hating. Not hating. Not loving, but not hating. And I might go rustic with the oven as well. So what I want from here is I'm thinking about adding in one of these. Now, I hope it doesn't eat up too much of that window. It doesn't really. Yeah, I just didn't like the way that this was right behind the oven. It just looked weird to me. So we're getting rid. And I'm going to add in a copper sink in here, I think. It's making me want to put the fridge over here. now that I've done that. I think I'm going to add the fridge in here. Are we keeping that blue fridge? Oh, I don't think we are. I don't think we are, my loves. I think we're going to go a bit more neutral with the fridge. Yes, we are. It wasn't a bad look. It just wasn't the vibe for us. Not for today. Right, I'm going to do an end piece here. Am I using the right piece? I am. Look at me. Look at me go. Oh, I'm very clever sometimes. I really am. The bin of dreams. Let's bring you in a bit more of a warmer colour and put you there. And then what I'm going to do is just move this slightly over. Just slightly over so you can still get that outlook into the dining area. I mean, yeah, the dining area over there. But it kind of fills it with vibes. And now what I want to do is add in a island, I think. I think I want to do a small island. So let me do that. So I added in the island and I've put on some chairs as well. But I also changed the wallpaper back here for that base game tiled one. I just think that just brings a little bit more rustic charm into this place. And I'm kind of for it. And I went for some like bluey toned bar stools as well, just to pull in that colour a little bit more. And I'm kind of feeling it. I am kind of feeling it. Now, cupboard wise, I don't think I'm going to do cupboards. I think I'm going to do like a shelving moment up here instead. So that is what we're going to do. And there we go. I'm happy. I'm happy with how this looks. I filled up the shelves with all base game trinkety goodness. A wine rack, a microwave, a little cake stand here as well near the oven. If you're going to hear scratching now, Blue's making his bed. A fruit bowl, another fruit cake here as well. Just some bits and bobs here, some pans on the wall, some plates on this side, and I've also used this base game plant in the corner here, but it wasn't fitting properly, so let's try and do that now. Oh, I'm for it. Yes, it's a cute little kitchen. I think that will work really well in this house, definitely. So what we're going to do is move on to the living room. Had a little shuffle around in the living room. I've decided to put the fireplace on this side instead, which means I had to move up the chimneys, and I have not done that correctly. The layout was just not working down there for me properly, especially with like the curtains and stuff that I used. It was just, yes, these are the new curtains, by the way. I do really like them. I like the kind of fresh sort of modern take in here. And I've gone for a blue shade because I think I want to keep a bit more of a neutral, earthy tone for the actual sofas instead. So that's what we're going to do, darlings. Now, I'm not going to put a TV in this room. I'm going to have this room as a completely TV-free zone. Not every living room has to have a TV in. And this is one of them. This is one of them. But yeah, I'm going to keep this as a little... Can you get your words out, please? A little nook with like a bookcase and stuff. I think that's the vibe that I'm going to go for in here. So that's what we're going to do. That is what we're going to do. Might need to move these just a little bit more because I do want to try and get a coffee table in here. So I did want that kind of above the coffee table. But I've pulled out this one here, that Adobe kind of smooth sort of style unit. And that's what we're going to do. So I need a bookcase for in here. Now again, base game, we're probably going to struggle to find a decent enough bookcase for this room. Yeah, I just don't think many of them are going to suit this room, sadly. But what I was thinking, we could do something with this instead. We could put books on top of this and make this a little bit more of an area around here. Might even be able to get a desk in here, you know. And I think I might do that. I want to give enough space, though, by that door so it doesn't feel, yeah, something like that. And let's see if we can fit a desk in here. It did allow it. It did allow it. And I've put in a little sconce and this picture above it. And I put the books there. I put the books on top because, I don't know, do I want to put them down there? Maybe we'll do both. We'll do both. And I'll just change the colour of this one. They've kind of got two areas to get books from now. Kind of feeling that. And then over this side, what I did here, look. So I used a base game pot. This one here, which is base game. And I put some soil in it, which is the dirt, if you want to find that. And then I popped that plant in. And I just thought that was very effective. And I also put a little sunshine up on this side here. I thought that looked really cute too. Now, I don't know what to do here. I might slot this one in this place. Flop this even further back here. So we can get a good little turn on this bit here. Oh, do I want to do that? Yep, I do. Yep, I'm going to put a lamp behind it as well. So I might even move this across to this side. The base game go to. I think I'm going to flop you in there instead. We'll get rid of you. Yeah, I think that's nice. And then here, pop you to about there. And I'm thinking coffee table. Now, I do have a coffee table in my head. We could maybe do 2 of those. Maybe overlapping them slightly, just to sort of... Do you know what I mean? Oh, I think that could work. I think that just fills the space a little bit better. I don't want to glitch them out. But maybe we could just pretend that this is like one coffee table. A sculptural piece. I do like that. Definitely needs a rug in here, though. And I think we're going to use this one here from base game. I think this would work quite well in this room, actually. I didn't think it was going to, but I kind of like it. Oh, I'm for it. I do feel this room. I like it. Yes, I think it does what it needs to. Yes, very nice. Okay, we've done the living room as well, loves. So, the pièce de résistance. I think what I'm going to do is just fill up this hallway and furnish the toilet, and then we're going to go and do the bedrooms together. So I furnished the hallway, just put up some pictures, some plants, a little hall table, and it's nice. And the same with the bathroom. Now the bathroom looks a little bit prisonish, I will say this, and it makes me almost want to warm the wall up in here as well. So I might even try and just warm the wall up, see if that helps. Not really, but we're going to go with the warmer wall anyway. So it's all base game in there. And what we're going to do is make a start on the bedroom. So I'm thinking a teen bedroom and a parent's bedroom. So that's what we're going to try and make it. I've pulled out this bed because it kind of matches in quite well with the color tones that we're going to use in here. So that's what we're going to do. And I'm going to use these side tables. I don't hate them. I don't love them. But I just think it would work well. Right, we've got you going there. We've got you flowing. We need wardrobes. Now this is where we're going to really struggle. So what I think I'm going to do is pull out 2 dresses instead for the parents' bedroom. I think that's what I'm going to do. It's making me want to rise that window up, but I don't want to have to do it with all of them, so I'm not going to. Don't know what we're going to do on top of these side tables here just yet. And I don't know if I'm even going to put a curtain in here. Or even I could just go with the shorter... Yeah, there we go. Just use the base game one. I've also changed the colour of the dresses as well. That colour was just not vibing with me in this room. I'm going to flop a mirror up above here. No, the brown's probably just going to be the one that has to do in here. I think I'll pop a mirror there so they can kind of see themselves. And I think I'll put a nice big plant up over on this side here. Maybe like you. Oh, near the window it looks quite nice actually. And it makes a bit more sense there too. So up here I'll put a picture. Oh yes. And then bedside table lamps. I think it needs to be a little bit more modern. Yeah. Because we've got enough rustic stuff going in here. I think I'm going to use these. So it's making me wonder, do we use a little rug in here as well? Oh, how dare you. Do we use a little rug? I just think it would work really well. Even if we went more neutral with the rug, just adds a nice bit of texture in here. Yeah, I'm kind of vibing with that. I think I'll do that one. I'll flop that one to there. And I think some kind of like decoration up here. Now I'm thinking maybe I could even bring in these and see if I can put some lights in them or something, just to bring a bit more of a vibe through. So the lights didn't work in there, but what I've done is put in a small little shelf, a little plant, and just made these little like plant holders. And then that got me thinking there needs to be something in the middle. So I did a mirror. And then I was like, we don't need 2 mirrors. So I got rid of this mirror on this side, put this painting in here. And I just think that's nice. Now, I would have loved to have been able to just fit a little chair just here. But I'm really scared that the Sims are not going to be able to get past this. I hope that they can, but that just looks like they can't. Do you know what I mean? Shame, but it just doesn't work for this room. So sadly, we can't. But I'm kind of happy. I'm kind of happy with how this room looks. I don't know. It's just got something. For being just base game, the majority anyway. It doesn't look too bad. It doesn't look too bad. So that's what we're going to do, loves. Now we're going to move on to the teens' bedroom. I've pulled out this bed here. I want to try and just introduce a little bit more colour into this room. So I'm going to go for a green bedspread. And I've also pulled out these orangey base game curtains. I'm using a bunk bed as well. I'm going to use a bunk bed. So it gives us, it frees up a little bit more space in here, doesn't it? Yes, it does. And then I'm thinking a bit more of a modern style wardrobe for the teen bedroom. I think this could work. Put you to here. Bring in this here. Now, can we get in? Should we get in a green one? I think we'll go a little bit more neutral with the furniture pieces. So I'm going to go for a darker brown there. That kind of ties in with that door a little bit more then. And I'm thinking about adding in a little sofa. Oh, that kind of works. Yeah, we'll do a green sofa. I'm thinking a little TV moment for the teen, maybe, with a games console's base game. Of course they're not. Oh, we'll bring you out, though. Yes, you're working here. Let's bring you. I'm going to bring you to here. We're going to give them a small TV, though, I think. Yeah, we'll give them a small little TV. Can we get a stereo in here as well? I mean, this is base game. There's nothing stopping me from using this. Yeah, why not? Let's bring out a little Alexa. And I'm thinking that we could probably fit a desk on this side then. With a laptop space game? I have no idea anymore. No, we're going to stick in with more classic vibes. I was playing around with colour a little bit too much then. And as I said, we're trying to keep the furniture a little bit more neutral. So I think that would work. Now, big question. Laptop? Oh, we do. Okay. Well, I'm going to give them a laptop instead. Let's give them a little lamp as well. I didn't realise that we had this lamp, like a spotlight one in base game, but we do. So that works well. Yes, that's not too bad. That is not too bad. I'm going to whiffle you into there. So I'm thinking maybe up in this corner here. I would love to get a bit of greenery in here. Oh, I'm for that. And we do need a chair. We do need a chair. Is that a bit too green? Oh, no, it's not too bad, actually. It fits in with that palette quite well. And I think we're going to go neutral with the rug. I think I've popped around enough colour. Oh, yes, I'm into that. Guys, I think we're done. I'm done with that bedroom. I kind of like the vibes that it gives across, using only base game and Desert Luxe. So let's have a little tour of what we've done. Let's get some good lighting coming. Oh, that's nice. Yes. No, we need brighter. There we are. So, exterior. I like how it looks. I think it's an attractive looking little house, to be honest. Attractive looking little house at the front here. Obviously, it's got a main little porch area there. Fountain moment. It's got the inside, outside dining and bar area. We'll take a look at that once we get to the interior. And you come around to the back garden. It's got a lovely little pool area down here with a nice little bit of entertaining space over on this side. I do like how that looks. Very nice. And then we've got the little courtyard that kind of lends itself to gardening and also access to both of the bedrooms. Let's go to the front of the house where we will come down and go through the door. Yes, we will. Oh, so we're right into the main entrance here. That's through to the living room. We'll go that way. Then it goes down to there as well. Lovely. So into the living room. I do like the living room. The living room is very, very, I don't know, just feels very cozy. Just warm tones. And I'm for that. With a little desk space there as well. Then you come through this way. You do come out into the back area here. So this is the back courtyard area with adjoining bifo doors into the kitchen. As I said, this is the dining room, the inside-outside dining room. My camera's buggered, which is a nice little space. I do enjoy that as well. Come round to here, into the bathroom. Very prison-like, but it does have natural light, so not all is lost, darlings. Into the kitchen as well. Kitchen just feels very homely to me, but it just feels fresh and open as well, especially with the bifo doors out onto the decking area with a little awning over. And the big green dinosaur, he's back as well. As long as we've got a view of him, I'm happy. Beautiful. Yeah, I do like how that's flowed around. And then obviously over onto the other side of the courtyard, go into the parents' bedroom itself. Yeah, nice, but I just feel like I've seen this time and time again with the base game stuff. Do you know what I mean? Whenever you use base game stuff, it just feels that way. And then into the teen's bedroom, so it's got a little bit more of a pop of colour in here. But it's got everything a teen would need. I will show you the floor plan as well. So if you guys do want to copy along with the floor plan, I will do that for you now. So you've obviously got this here. And then down into the living areas itself. And just for added content, it comes to around about 88,000 simoleons. So it's not the cheapest of houses, but I do think it's a rather attractive little house using only base game and Desert Luxe. Anyway, my loves, I'm going to leave you here. Thank you so much for watching. I will be back tomorrow with a 5k starter home challenge. We're going to go for a tiny home this time. And I don't know what world we're going to build in. I'm thinking maybe in Strangerville. Maybe we'll build something in Strangerville tomorrow. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Have a lovely evening, whatever you get up to. And I will see you all tomorrow. Goodbye.